birds yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh!
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers.
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Charlotte. Velus Jones now on the return. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. The tackle there by Shai Tuttle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Patrick motioning here. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He's got it at about the 8. And he will score. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down.
Let's go.
They motion the slot man left. Young to throw on 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A 2nd down throw for Young. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Raymond going to return it, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Lions offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. First and 10. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. One more time for Montgomery. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. But he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Young to throw on 1st down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Here's Young. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. A run up the gut with Montgomery. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A carry here for Montgomery. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the 1st quarter, they've done just that.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. It's 2nd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
2nd down, Montgomery. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. try and run it here with Montgomery. A second effort, and he is in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions are able to extend their first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Offside. Defense. Still first down. Got it.
One quarter in the books. 16-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment.
Here we go.
Tremble comes in motion. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Set.
Tremble comes in motion.
Ready.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Working free downfield, it's Thielen. And he will score. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Carolina. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. The Panthers get it back to within 9. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. I'm going to stop him in his tracks. Right at the 15-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here. Back to the 6.
You have to appreciate the effort. The guy's given everything he has to try to make something out of nothing, but understand sometimes you just have to live to survive another down and not take a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 3rd down, they go with Montgomery. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Blackshear to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense and veteran wideout Adam Thielen set to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Another run here with Hubbard. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Tremble comes in motion. On 1st down is Young. Going for it all. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Okay, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Set, cut.
Now Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. And the Panthers are gonna have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to...
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Panthers. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Panthers will cut it to a 2-point lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Reynolds now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense. And their running back set to go once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third and 9. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, and he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense going to take over just before the half. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 2nd down, Young. Now he'll air one out. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Here's Young. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting line. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with first and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground, Montgomery. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Now Montgomery. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Third and long. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. One more time for Montgomery. The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Here's the Lions punt team now. And And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. Here we go, set.
Tremble comes in motion.
Ready.
Back to throw. Young. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
A give up the middle. It's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Down.
Slot man in motion left.
Set.
Now Young. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Cut, cut.
On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
Ready, ready.
Tremble comes in motion. Young. It is brought in the end zone. Xavier Legette, touchdown Carolina. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Reynolds now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Second down, Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the third quarter of play. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On first and 10, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Williams in motion. First and goal, and here's Montgomery. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for two. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they... short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be back up now to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Young. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll bring up second down.
Ready.
To throw is Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So a really interesting strategy here, Mike. So on first and second down, they decide to put the ball in the air, and they both result in incompletion. So now it brings up third down and long, real deep in territory. At the very least, you're trying to give yourself some breathing room if you're unable to pick up this first down.
The motion man is Sanders. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
This won't even make it to the 40. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll run with Montgomery. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A carry here for Montgomery. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He is down at the 14, but will have the first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Here's Montgomery. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's second and 6. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. He is in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions are going to open up the lead to 8.
21.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
For a Carolina Panthers. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, Young. They go back to Leggett. He's got another one. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll send him over to the left. A 2nd down throw for Young. He'll get this complete. It's Thielen over the middle.
Complete to number 19, Adam Thielen. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3. Hubbard.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Xavier Leggett, touchdown, Panthers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They know how to do it. They know how to run the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They know how to do it. They know how to run the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They know how to do it. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Still first down.
Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there, no gain.
They'll run to the right with Montgomery. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage. The Lions call their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to get away. Great coverage downfield. Left him with nowhere to go. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.